Choke, no joke. Chicky choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Chicky choke, no joke. You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Choke, no joke, man. I came on because this dude, Marv James, is a disappointment, man. He is a disgrace to the place called Compton, California, and the Marv Pyru. Now, I just seen this interview that Marv James did recently, this week, and if I was Keefe D, man, I will beg for the day that I get out and hope that he sees Marv James again and just cold spit in his face, man. Because this dude ain't nothing but a piece of caca. You know what I mean? Now, Marv James is agreeing that he ratted on Keefe D in 2017 by saying that he came out to shame the devil by him being the guy who was in the inside, you know, and could clear up everything. So here he is with this white dude, right? Violating every street code, every gang code, right? Talking to the partner, Officer Gray Caden, saying that he put in the nail in Keefe D coffin, basically. My question to you, Marv James, if you were so sure that the Southsides killed Tupac and shot Suge, right? Why were you running with Keefe D and his son, right? Being a friend to the family. If you knew that he was responsible for killing Tupac and shooting Suge over the allegations of having beef with another Marv Pyru member, Trayvon Lane. So you were friends with a rival of the Marv Pyru, the Southside Crips, right? And the alleged killer of Tupac, right? Who was allegedly riding for Trayvon Lane, a Marv Pyru, and claiming Marv, right? Now you are violating every street code by telling on him in 2017 and reiterating it almost 10 years later in 2026. You are saying that he shouldn't have done these interviews, but your federal informant partner, Roden Rat Jr., is the one who set him up. But it's clear now to me why Suge always called you a rat and a crybaby. Right? Keefe D telling on himself is one thing, Marv James. But you come in to put the nail in his coffin and it doesn't involve you is a totally different aspect of the game. Or do it involve you? Do it or do it don't involve you? Like, I'm confused at that point. Like, you confusing me, right? Especially when you was cool with Keefe D. And you say you was cool with his son and his wife, Paula. I'm confused. You are a disgrace. You are a disgrace to the Marv Pyru, Marv James. You are. You didn't retaliate for what was done, claiming that you knew all along and you were making statements to send him to jail. You said that in your interview in 2017 when the dude asked you about the dude doing the interview in 2017. You said, yeah, man, you know, I talked to a lot of people, you know, and that put me out there. And what did the white man say? I'm glad that it did. He don't even know what it means when you say that put you out there. But he glad that it did. I don't think he really understood what you were saying to him when you said that put me out there. But we know what that means, it put you out there. It made you look bad. Made you look foul, actually. Yo, you ain't caca, bro. And you broke every game code there is. And I hope that Keefe D really get a chance to lay eyes on you one more time, man. Just to see you as a betrayer, right? A guy who once was his friend. And allegedly, you lived with him out in Vegas for a little stint. You the worst gangbanger that ever lived, bro. There shouldn't be a gangbanger alive that respect you. You sided with Gray Caden and Roden Rad Jr., two disgraced former cops, and you a street nigga, right? Two liars. Gray Caden's a liar. Roden Rad Jr. is a liar. And also turned federally convicted drug dealer. We could talk about witness tampering and everything else, but that's a whole nother show. You, my man, have no integrity, Marv James. None. And you are a disgrace to Compton, California, and a disgrace to the Marv Pyro. I don't understand why you felt the need to go on Vlad, on these recent interviews, on these documentaries, to break street code and sit there and tell on Keefe D, right, when you was his friend at one point, right? If you was a part of the Marv Pyro and these dudes killed Tupac, right? Why didn't you just go to the precinct and tell? Like, you going on the internet and you keep telling. You seen him in the Cadillac. You say, you are making public statements. But then you sit there and tell us you're not going to go to court. If the court, if the DA and them try to get you to testify in court, you not doing it. How? You're telling now. You are telling right now on TV, on the internet, however you want to look at it, right? So what's different with you going on these platforms saying that Keefe D did it and he shouldn't have told and this, that, and the third, right? If you are snitching on him on YouTube doing these interviews, what's the difference from you getting on the stand come August 2026 when this trial start for you to be saying that you're not going to do it? Because the courts ain't going to pay you a couple of $1,000 to sit up there and do the interview? You foul, Marv James. You foul. And I just want you to have that on your conscience for the rest of your days. You ain't shit, bro. One.